I think this is pretty exciting live. Um, so I had this motor, and I pulled it out of there. It went to this table saw. So this is just for for entertainment's sake. It is 120 volts, 15 amp at 4,800 RPM. I feel like I should put this on the side of the scooter to prevent serious injury and property damage. For your own safety, read instructions. Oh, somebody's got a little car out there they're doing something with. So anyways, that's what I did, and here's where it's at. The question is, what? I did turn it on a minute ago. So I'm gonna try to get this thing fired up. I think, because this is what's going on. It's going on this bad boy, and I actually have some room under there for batteries. So I could see this working, honestly. But I'm gonna need to, depending on how much more weight is going in this, I'm gonna have to reinforce this. So it's gonna be a matter of, I'm a little bit afraid of firing this up because that's just an on-off switch. So I'm obviously gonna have to fix that because I can't just do on or off. So it's just gonna be a matter of what do we do now with this setup. So that is gonna go on there. And so, man, this is gonna be exciting. All right, so I need to probably get my welder. I don't know who's watching, but would you like to see this thing kick on? I will do it for one person. I did it for myself, so it was a little scary, honestly. What's up, Ahmed? Check that thing out. Oh, dude. Is that scary or what? All right, so the question is, we're gonna get a welder going. All right. So you can't really see it from that angle, can you? Yeah, no kidding, huh? Because that thing is basically, like, it took the saw blade off. Oh, man. I feel like I need to put this camera stand over here. Oh, nothing like being a mad scientist. Orient this. You can see it. How unwise is this? I don't know. I could tell you it was definitely dicey. What are you going to prepare for lunch or dinner? Oh, dang it. I forgot. I did a little bit of... All right, it should be in there. I don't want to crack this housing. But I had a little bit of Chipotle. You guys ready? Push the big red button. Are you ready? this is the idea. So what do you guys think? What are you gonna, don't tell me you're gonna eat the same salad. No more salad. I had a burrito bowl, so I still have a little bit of it. And then I also have a coffee. This is actually one of the coffees that I would show you, is this bad boy. So yeah, what do you think about this motor though? That thing's pretty, that's not a tame, I think that's gonna move this thing along pretty aggressively. So I need to get a rheostat. And I need to swap it out with this on-off switch. So that's what I'm gonna end up doing. But then this way I don't have to have a clutch. I do have to have an inverter. Wonder how many watts that is. Can you do some math for me? What's 120 times 15? Should be 1200 plus another 50%. So 1800? Is that all? It might not even actually be that bad. Yeah, it is. I think it's actually gonna go faster. So maybe we should try to get that on this bike now that we know it works. So I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty excited about this. All right, so we're gonna try to get my welder fired up, I think is the next step. We gotta get this, I'm trying to think. Something's kind of loose in the front of this. Right here. Oh. Much better. I don't know how much tighter do that. Maybe this nut tail. Alright. What a trip this thing's gonna be. Alright. Nothing like having a, what's up guy, how's it going? So, guy, check this thing out. This motor is from a saw. This is, did you see this earlier? I'm very happy with my decision. So I'm gonna unplug this before I hurt myself. And time for a rheostat. Maybe if all goes well, I'll be riding this thing to dinner. So then I don't need a clutch. I just need an inverter and batteries, which I have. I have a lot of batteries. I could probably make this thing go quite a few miles. So, I'm gonna mount this up there. busty chain, a bicycle chain for where are my gloves at? I should have asked that before I picked that thing up. That scooter is so cool, you should enter a contest or something. I'm brave. I might end up being hurt. As a Kyle, be careful you haven't paid me yet. I know. I could be spending the money on for microphones on emergency visit. As a Kyle, is that caramel macchiato? It's actually called a flapjack mocha, I think is what it's called. Live sway, absolutely love modded vehicles. Looks like much fun. What is that scooter about? Yeah, it is, man. And here's the motor. This is from a table saw. It's gonna be ridiculous. Ridiculously awesome is what I'm going with, so. And ridiculously dangerous as well. All right, I'm sufficiently excited now. Not a deep socket whatsoever. Yeah, and sorry I wasn't on earlier. My mommy called and wanted to chat, so. Oh. That was not the right size. Use that one again. Maybe it's a, oh. Which one did I do? So I want to know, what are we doing to the Honda? That's what I want to know. Here, I'll bring this over here so I can read. I used to watch a cartoon actually called Flapjack, and I discovered that it's actually a pancake. Yeah, exactly. So, the question is, which way does this turn? Yep, like so. So we have that. And who doesn't love these? I kind of want to keep these pink wheels with purple tires. Think about doing this thing like a flat. Would it be cool, like a matte, like the Raptor color? I thought about doing that because I need to paint part of my trunk, and I could just paint my scooter matte black, refinish the board area up here, clean up some of my welds. What am I doing with my life right now? Did I do something stupid? Another something stupid? Oh, that's right, because this is going to come up here. Anyways. Like, side benefit is everything could be super affordable on this thing. This was originally the motor mount, but I kind of like the size of this. I don't really like the weight of it. That could actually this guy's about to come clean off. I don't want so much weight too far back either. Okay, let's mark that out one more time. All right, we're just gonna cut that off. Bada bing, bada bang. You can't stand this color. Maybe some of your, I see. I don't know. We really appreciate you. Please. Oh, I don't know who that was, but thank you. All right, so let's go get. I brought a grinder over. Let's go see where we put that bad boy. Hopefully I didn't leave it in the back of my truck like an idiot. I very well could have though. Been cold here, what about you guys? This is what I'm looking at here. Live sway. Thank you. I appreciate that. It's interesting what my eyes do when, depending on the weather. Here's my food. Ahmed, if you want to see my food. I think I put the tool in here, hopefully. Sounds like a mess. If it sounds like a mess, it's a mess. All right, yeah, it's a mess. Guys, don't judge me. I have things going on. All right. And did I take that out? Oh, I put it in the Honda. All right, let's see if Rich has another one here. It's like stuck on there. All right. Does Rich have one here? Might actually need to go over there anyways. Saws. Well, guys, I don't see a grinder here. Y'all can help me look. Maybe I'm blind. Let's see what's over here. This is the problem of having too many work sites. I've had this problem before. All right. Let me reach out to him because otherwise I'm gonna be dead in the water on this thing. I could cut it. I have my welder. Let's see. Okay, so I'm thinking cut that. I do have that grinder right there, literally. Let's see if I have the other piece for that thing. Now that I was, sometimes you just overthink things, or like, I think I might be missing a piece to it though. Or, yeah, this might not work. Although, I do have the motor with the other nut on it. I could put the grinding wheel on that thing. Oh, who gave me that idea? Who was it? What do you guys think? This little looks like a bad idea to do that. Let me see if maybe this nut fits on here. Actually. Or is that it? Or did I overthink it and it's not even, just goes on there like that? I don't think so. I think it has to have that piece. Not that. Oh, dang it. We're moving stuff around, so. Maybe this will work. Let's try this. Looking for Dutch Bros as a sponsor. All right, back into the, I'm trying to loosen it. Where are my glasses? I do have some. Let me get them on here, as I will be grinding. All right, so, would you guys like to see this motor power up before I take it apart again? Yeah, is that a yay? All right, let's do it. This is not my favorite. Oh, plug this guy in. That's pretty cool. Oh, you're excited. All right, yeah, I'm excited too. I'm like, man, it's gonna be way cool. So let's see. Here's the question. That's like the fixed side. Maybe this. Nope. All right, guys. You ready to see the most overpowered grinder ever? Because I don't have my grinder, we're just gonna make do. Don't report me. But I wanna get this done, so. Dang it. It's too thick. Oh, wait. Oh. If nothing works, try the parts backwards. Children, do not do this at home. What do you say? Kyle, you're going crazy. Yeah, exactly. Let's get it going, guys. Why not? So, how am I gonna put this together? This is not, I mean, it's a saw motor. I think it says. So I was, in all fairness, I was doing this earlier and I was holding it by hand and like I turned it on because I didn't have, it's just a lot of torque. So it kind of came out of my hand a little bit. Not with luckily I just had the motor, so it wasn't like anything else. That could have been bad. But yeah, let's see. Could be more centered. Slightly. It looks pretty centered, but I think what we're gonna do is leave this in a position. We're gonna pick up the bicycle and we're going to, I'm gonna hold the bike up to it. So this ought to be pretty entertaining. I hope Bossy's not watching this, but yeah, this should be entertaining. So let's, I think I can get that in there. We'll find out here. that was exciting. All right, so what I need to do probably toasty. Well, it's also a good grinder. Oh, yeah. Sorry, that was intense. Thank you. That was a little bit more than I was wanting to bite off, honestly. But that was kind of fun. I don't want to disappoint you guys. All right. Might put the sprocket back on. Wonder, honestly, it's like if I centers it pretty good if I have it backwards. Oh, wait. Like the nut won't go down, but it will if it has a washer on it. All right. Today is just that day. Does everything have to be hard today? Harder than I want it to be. Wait. Come on. Oh, I got another idea. Welcome to my machine shop. Ghetto machine shop, but effective. But are these all the same inner diameter? Why do they? I find that strange that they're all like just right, just under the right size. I got vice grips outside. Give me just a second. And that is a party. Sounds perfect, ghetto, but effective. Your intention was spot on. Well, it's like this thing, it worked, right? So like, I'm not mad about it. And I think like, yeah, in a perfect world, I'd love to take all the time, make it perfect, but I got life to live here. So give me just a sec. All right. So I just want something to hold this with because I've cut myself doing things. Not bad, but not enough. I just need a little bit of material out of the middle so that it actually fits on the motor. So right now, you gotta hone out that hole. Excuse me. Maybe a little bit more, depending on how aggressive you get with the drill. All right, boom, boom, big, bop, bing, whatever they say. It actually has a beveled edge to it. I wonder which side it's supposed to, beveled edge is supposed to be in, right? And less wiggling. I think that's better, personally. Should probably unplug that first. Okay. Something's going all the way on. Well, we could call it a lock washer because it doesn't come off of there very easy. Oh, also I put the sleeve on the inside, so I'm hoping that's a lot less play. But I am also wondering, maybe it's supposed to go the other way anyhow. I think it's probably supposed to go like that. So I'm gonna lose my advantage. Oh wait, no, because I could put that on the inside, I think. So here's the question is, does that fit in there? Maybe that's what I do. Instead of welding this, I just hone that out. So here's what I'm doing is I'm thinking about honing that out just so that fits in there. Like a nice little keyway. So I was thinking about welding it. And then I realized I had that on there backwards. Although, I think it would hold it, but I think it'd be, I think I'm gonna want it to stick in there like that, because then it's gonna be locked in, right? Thoughts, comments, questions? What do you guys think? Creighton, how's it going? All right. What's up, Nicole? How you doing? Make sure my seat's not gonna give out. All right. So what I'm gonna do here is how do I remove the least amount of material from this thing? Probably like that. Okay. I believe this is center-ish. And then maybe it will keep it on there a little bit better. So I have it marked slightly on the inside of that hole. And I was drawing over the top of that so I could see what was going on. All right, so I'm gonna try to drill with this. Maybe a drill. All right, guys, so now we have enough to get microphones, the little ones you put on the shirt, I think. I'm gonna have to figure out how to do the payout since Eric generously funded that. I haven't got the money out of there yet. Well, I guess it takes a minute to show up. All right, let's do this. The project is, you probably didn't see it, I'm putting this sprocket onto this motor. So I pulled that motor out of a saw, and it is very powerful. It appears very powerful. I'm excited and a little bit afraid of what's gonna happen. But now I'm punching out that so that it fits around. See how that has like this oval-ish shape to it? So I'm trying to get that to fit through here, so that's what I'm doing now. Trying to cut that out, because it just needs like a little sliver on those 4 corners, and then I could bolt it to there. And I cut off the old motor mount, so then we need to put on a new one, but I also, it looks like the spacing and all of that's gonna fit pretty well on this, so I wonder if my Dremel would actually do better than this drill. So anyways, that's what we're doing. Not what I was trying to do. Maybe I should go get the right tools first. Who wants to watch somebody work with the right tools? This motor is going to power your scooter. Yes, it is. Maybe I'll just wait. I can mock this up. I'll show you real quick. So, like so, boom. Trying to get this thing to go on and hold that bad boy like so. Would you like me to fire it up for you, Nicole? Thinking. I know you can do some amazing things just based off of resourcefulness and such. Very ingenuitive, creative, creative man. Thank you, I appreciate that. Yeah, check this out, bro. Oh, look at how magnetized all that is. So, I don't think that that's probably a good thing in the motor. Yeah, this is what I would say I'm starting off small. I have some other exciting things that I would like to do with my channel. Left hand hard. Is it good? I don't know if it's good. All right. But Martin, about to, oh. Thanks, Martin. You should come to my Bible study. I appreciate it, man. All right. Check this thing out. So, I only got about 10 more minutes. I'm gonna unplug that, but let's see kind of how this lines up. Unplug that saw. That was not planned. Oh, parts go everywhere. So, what's going on with the brake? My brake is broke. That goes in there too, I don't know. Been a while since I messed with these brakes. Okay, so. I try to, every time I put it together, I try to put it back together the way that I believe that it goes so that I can have it running. Maybe it goes on this side. How would you know? Okay, well, as I was saying, I'm trying to put it together as it's gonna go together, but sometimes easier said than done. Oh, and I just forgot to put the chain on. So, I think it's, yeah. Okay, and the other thing is the brake has that tab right there, so I don't know why it took me a minute to remember that there will be other signs. Okay. So let's maybe tighten these up for the sake of not having it fall out. Trying to work on it is nice. Okay. Is that nice? Alright, so I don't want it mounted too far back because I don't really want like a wheelie machine. But I think that looks way cleaner than the engine. I really want to start it up, but I don't think I should. Paint it, you can't stand the color. You have to go get water. Drink water before bed. And it's 10:33. You guys stay up like 6 more hours like I did last night. Live Sway, you should check out that there Martin dude and delete those remarks possibly. Did he say more stuff? I thought Ahmed, I see some of it was deleted. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it. All right, so 3:30. I should probably take this to Rich's and get a hold of him and drop off the stuff so that I can get the motor welded on here, because he has some scrap. And then, yeah, I'm thinking get this to Rich's, weld the motor on. And then I'm gonna have to make a battery tray and get the inverter, but I think then it's just running the rear brake line and it's game over, other than pulling it apart to do the paint job. Let's see what you guys got going on. Oh, I thought you were deleting them, Ahmed. T. Van Russell. Building a scooter, man. Check it out. It's at the top of the handlebars. It's almost probably 5.5 feet tall, almost up to the top of my head. And then we have this motor over here that's going on. So I'm gonna clean up a little bit because I am gonna have to roll. I really wish I knew where I could probably just take this with me and get a nut for it, or whatever goes on here. So that would be helpful. Although I had the other one in the Honda, I just drove the wrong car. And then we're gonna get into the Honda. Have any of you guys seen Travis Pastrana's Subaru? Because I'm kind of thinking about making a Honda that's in between that. But kind of, I don't know why, maybe he's Russian spy. You assume the wrong gender. Well, I mean, names are different across the entire world. But yeah, so with that Honda, I'm thinking about doing a wide body. Maybe at first do a fuel cell, because that's what I think that the budget could afford if I source the parts fairly cheap. Then, Ahmed, these are the favorite colored pegs. What's going on here? I love how the magnet does that. For example, yesterday I was referring to a Christian dude as a girl, just trying to set him up with Mr. Kyle. Yeah, he thinks he's funny. I'm like, no, thank you. But no, Lawrence is cool. And I'm excited because I'll do some more gym content. Just because if he's paying, then I'm gonna give some good value, and hopefully he feels like he has a good course to follow. Which makes me think I should have probably done a workout earlier today. I don't know if I'll have time to do one later, but we'll find out here shortly. Purple is the worst shirtless gym content. I don't know, man. Well, in some gyms, they don't like that. So we'll have to see. Oops, I cut into my tube a little bit over here. Whoopsie. But I'm gonna try and see what that looks like so that I can definitely get going on some gym content and then some more meal prep. But I don't know if either one of those are probably not a high likelihood of happening this evening, just because I have some plans. But what do you guys, have you guys seen Travis Pastrana's Subaru? The old school looking one? I feel like that thing is a bad mamma jamma. Looks like a lot of fun to me, honestly. So, I don't remember what else I was gonna say, but these. I don't know. I don't know what Live Sway is saying. I thought Ahmed, you were deleting his comments, but apparently he was deleting his own comments, or she. So yeah, but kind of the thought, at least for now. Let's see. Then we could do a throwback paint job. She's a Russian spy. Yeah, maybe. I'm fine to talk to Russian spies. I have friends that aren't, but I can't tell you which ones they are. And then here's my modified nut, which was gonna go on there, and now I don't have it on there. Well, just put that one away for later. But maybe with the compliment earlier, maybe you are a Russian spy. Although probably not, because if she's Russian, then probably wouldn't have comment in my eyes, because most Russians probably have like lighter colored eyes. That's my deductive reasoning, I think. Oh, watch the movie Salt. I know a Russian spy when I see one. Oh, so you have all these containers and not one of them could send me a box of snacks. I didn't say that. I also don't have your address. And, but send me your address on WhatsApp and I'll send you some snacks, but I'm not sending you one of these. I once sent a box I sent a box this size. I sent a box this size to Gambia with t-shirts, and the shipping, it was like old t-shirts that we had. The shipping cost over $200. It was like $250 to send, and I was like, that's crazy. Bad social experiment, but my heart was in the right spot. Let's just say that. Maybe I am gonna get taken advantage of by a Russian spy. Let's see the username. Livesway. Oh. Who do I know? Like, could you be somebody that I know? Posting as an alias, using an alias. Actually, I've had that happen before. I don't know if you guys have had that happen, but that was an interesting thing. All right. So we have this. Oh, wow. I forgot I have a little magnet on the end of that thing. Oh goodness. Oh, what did you say? You're too much, Kyle. Your deductions are interesting for sure. Well, tell me, how accurate am I? Make sure it's halal though. OMG, no, that's way too expensive. Yeah, it was ridiculous. Oh goodness. No, I promise not. I wouldn't even do that to people I actually know, even. Okay. Well, I'm just curious. Now that Ahmed started it, he's an instigator though. That's what you gotta know. And Nicole, if you're there, you gotta talk to Ahmed because he's trying to get you fired. And sorry guys, lost you for a minute there. I'm gonna have to run. I'm gonna go watch the basketball game, and then let's see. Okay, so I have this. I have pieces, and I made a mess. Let's just throw away some trash. Guys, this is my little motor mount. I'm so proud of it. I might keep that, frame it, put it on the wall. Say, Kyle's first homemade motor mount. I don't think it is, but it doesn't hurt to be a little sentimental. Although I have a bunch of knickknacks everywhere. Nicole, hey Ahmed, I'm gonna be your boss. LOL, then we're gonna have a problem. I can't wait to watch this. This is gonna be great. You know, Nicole has a guard dog. Just saying. So you better bring some treats, Ahmed. All right. Yeah, I keep asking him when he's coming, and he keeps tell me lies, tell me sweet little lies. That might not be a bad song to listen to here shortly. We have an office woof. Yes, we do. I know you don't work on Saturday. That's gonna change when I'm there. Oh no, I hate dogs. Livesway says, oh, I hope the game is enjoyable, Kyle. I'm off for a bit myself, however. I'm subscribing for sure and I'll be back. Awesome. Thanks for hanging out. I appreciate it. More fun content to come. So it's always interesting, that's for sure. I have dog phobia. She only attacks on command. She does bring her dog to work. All right, so WD-40. Guys, I don't think this saw is going back together, is it? I should keep everything here because otherwise if I don't, I'm gonna regret if I throw it away. All right, I gotta call Rich. Guys, thank you so much for joining. You make it enjoyable, lots of laughs, lots of LOLing, but I'm already late for my next thing. So I'll catch you guys maybe later tonight. I'm not gonna promise, but I might be on doing my either U squared or Bible study combo. So try to get through the book of Daniel. OMG, when I was younger, a rabid dog attacked me. Ever since I turned into a little girl when I see a dog. Well, how are you gonna deal with this one? It's a pretty big dog. Thank you, Nicole. You have a nice Easter too. Guys, I wanna chat. I love you all, but I gotta run. So have a beautiful day. May you guys have a blessed day and a blessed holiday. And hopefully I'll be on later, but good night, and I'll see you shortly.